Good morning. Now the annual NPC session and the CPPCC sessions have started. This is a season for annual sessions. The fourth session of the 12th National People's Congress will open tomorrow morning. The preparatory meeting and the first meeting of the Presidium have just been held, and I have come to give you a brief report. At the preparatory meeting, the agenda of the session was adopted, the 170-member Presidium was elected, and Li Jianguo was elected Secretary General of the session. A secretariat has been set up. The first meeting of the Presidium selected the standing chairpersons and the executive chairpersons and adopted the program of events and voting methods for motions. The session will last 11.5 days, concluding on the morning of the 16th, and the deputies will take a one-day break on the 12th. There will be 9 items on the session's agenda, apart from the routine deliberations on the 6 reports, including the report on the work of the government. This year's session will also review and approve the 13th Five-Year Plan outlines and deliberate on the draft charity law. The session will strictly follow the spirit of the 8-point decision on improving party and government conduct and maintain healthy conduct. Preliminary sessions will be open to journalists from home and abroad, and there will also be opportunities to interview delegation meetings. During the session, Media Center of the session will host 15 to 16 press conferences where heads of departments of the NPC and State Council will take questions. And the press conferences will cover a wide range of areas, and we will respond to the focus of interests from both domestic and overseas audiences. After the conclusion of the session on the morning of the 16th of March, Premier Li Keqiang will meet with Chinese and foreign journalists and take questions. We have not yet released and decided on the arrangements of all the press conferences, and we will provide you with the full and final schedule of press conferences as soon as possible. And each year, Chinese and overseas journalists raised the issue of not getting adequate response to their request of interview to the deputies. There are over 3,200 journalists registered this year, including over 1,000 of them are from overseas media. And the journalists' cameras are sources of information for the public and the international community, and we hope delegations and deputies will give interviews whenever possible. And at the same time, we hope journalists will respect the will of the deputies. The year 2015 was a busy and productive year for China. Under the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee with Comrade Xi Jinping as the General Secretary, the NPC and its Standing Committee remained firmly committed to upholding the leadership of the party, people's participation and rule of law, performed their duties in accordance with the law and over national interests and a four-pronged comprehensive strategy, and forged ahead towards new progress and success. The year 2016 is the first year of the 13th Five-Year Plan for National Economic and Social Development. This session will carry forward the spirit of the 18th National Congress of the CPC and the 3rd, 4th, 5th plenums of the 18th CPC Central Committee, strictly abide by the 5 major development principles, earnestly fulfill duties vested by the Constitution and law, and do a good job in deliberations, and strive to achieve a democratic, united, practical, and inspiring session with a view to mobilizing people of all ethnic groups to make new contributions to the building of a moderately prosperous society in all respects.